Hey yogis, welcome, welcome. This is your energizing 30-minute yoga sequence created just for you. So come to the front of your mat, find a little mountain pose. Take a moment to just take a big breath in and a big breath out. Anchor into all four corners of your feet, and when you're ready, inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. We're going to get right to it. Take your breath in, find length. On the exhale, step your feet back, right into downward facing dog. Now take a couple of breaths here in down dog. This yoga sequence was created to work with a little meditation that comes afterward, and your mantra is so hum. So here, even in your practice, you can breathe in the word so and out the word hum. Roll it forward, wave your spine forward, drop your knees, your chest and your chin, come to your belly, tops of the feet, low cobra. Exhale back down. Push your seat to your heels. Find child's pose. Breathe in here. See if you can breathe in and puff up the back body between the shoulder blades. Find some space there. And slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Drag those fingertips all the way up on the inhale. And then hands in, Anjali Mudra. Find that connection right at heart center. Take an inhale. Find a little twist. Right palm, left knee, left fingertips behind you. Gazing over that left shoulder. Find your breath. Long slow inhales as best you can here. Unwind and just switch to the other side. So we're taking it nice and easy, gentle to start with this morning. Remember your mantra, so hum, pull it in any place that you can in your practice today. Come back to center, take that breath in, and let's get into the side body. Drop the left fingertips down, right fingertips up and over. Let your neck be wherever it feels good for your body. So you can gaze up or down, whatever feels nice. And then just take a breath in and exhale, opposite side. So you're just opening up. Stay anchored to that left sit bone. Come all the way up, and then fold it forward. Right back into child's pose. Drag the fingertips. Bring them all the way behind the toes. Press into the pads of the fingers, length of the fingers into your palms. Open up through the heart, so lift your sternum up. Big stretch all the way through the arms and the front body. Plant those palms, tuck your toes, lift your sits bones up, right into downward facing dog. Remember your mantra. Long so inhales, breathing in the word so. Long so exhales, breathing out the word hum. Anchor all the way into the pads of those fingertips. Keep the inner thighs moving in towards one another, even though they might not be touching. Take a big inhale, lift that right leg up, right knee comes forward, right foot, right thumb. Drop the left knee down, come to the top of the left foot. Roll it up. Find the balance first, so bring the fingertips to the top of that right thigh. And just stack the shoulders over the hips. Find the place that feels good here. We're looking for goodness, openness in the body, always. Inhale, arms can lift up if it feels good. And then take the right elbow on top of or to the right of that right knee. Press your palms together and work them towards the midline of your chest, right, the midline of your body. Slide the shoulder blades towards your sits bones. And breathe. Come back to center, palms on the inside. Turn the toes out so that they're facing to the right front corner of your mat. Left palm under the left shoulder, and then right fingertips, right hip, and open up. Spin your heart towards the ceiling. Be grateful and happy. There's a beautiful day here, just waiting for you to embrace. Back to center. You can draw the right hip back and roll to the outside of the right foot if it feels good for your body. You don't have to go here. Find a little stretch. And then we're going to counter stretch. So left elbow comes under the left shoulder and reach the right arm long. So your torso and upper body is reaching to the left while you're extending out that right knee. Big opening in the legs here. So breathe. Come back to center. Work your toes in. Tuck the left toes under. Lift the left knee. Little high lunge action. Step the left foot under the left sit bone. Keep your knees soft and bent. Take an inhale. Shoot your booty to the wall behind you, long spine, and fold it forward. Soft knee, so keep a little gentle bend in those knees. Opposite elbow points if it feels good. Shaking your head, letting go of any tension. Drop the fingertips towards the mat, and then up, up, up you go. So slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Come right back up into that mountain pose. Roll those shoulders up and back. Find a big stretch here. So nice stretch, just opening up, getting everything ready. Energizing your body, so getting your body ready to roll for the day. Take a breath in, and exhale, fold it forward. Lengthen, find length in the spine. Plant the palms and step your feet back, right into downward facing dog. Big inhales, big exhales. Lift your heels up, curl your spine forward, wave it forward, curl the tailbone under. Ha! Find plank. Nice light plank. Lower your knees, your chest, and your chin. Upward facing dog or low cobra, whatever feels good for you. I'm going for the easy, the low cobra. Work it right back into child's pose. Remember your mantra. You're breathing in the word so. Breathing out the word hum. Find softness here between the shoulders, between the shoulder blades and the shoulders. Drag those fingertips as you rise. Take your breath in. Hands are going to meet right at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Keep that stack. Remember, you have Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha happening for you here. So pelvic floor is lifted, navel's moving in and up. You're nice and strong. Find your twist. Right palm, left knee, left fingertips behind you. Head comes around last. See how long you can make your spine here. So lengthen tailbone out the crown of the head. Back to center. Same thing, lengthen up, and then on the exhale, that's where you find the twist. So you can go deep here, deep into the twist, as deep as is comfortable for your body. But then, just give yourself a couple of breaths. Come back to center. Left palm drops, right palm up and over. So opening through the side body again, taking that spine in every direction that it can go. Energizing our nervous system here. Exhaling. Opposite side. Inhaling. And then fold it forward. Slowly lift it up. So let your belly do the work here. Slowly, slowly stack your spine. Fingertips come behind those toes. Press into the pads of the fingers, lengthen the fingers, the palms open up to the heart. Should feel good. And back up you go. Plant those palms, tuck your toes. Sit bones lift up. Downward facing dog. Down dog is your rest. So in this position, if it doesn't feel like a rest, come down on the knees. On your inhale, left leg lifts, left foot, left thumb. Take your inhale, lengthen, and then drop the right knee down. Come to the top of that right foot. Slowly roll it up. Find the balance and the stability first. Find the alignment first. When you're ready, arms lift. Take a breath in. Right elbow over the left knee. Press the palms together. So you're working those palms to the midline of your body. That's going to help wrap the shoulder blades around the back, and you can slide them then towards your sits bones. Nice stretch here. Come back to center, palms on the inside. Toes are going to turn out to the left front corner of your mat. Right palms under or just to the outside of that right shoulder. Left fingertips, left hip. Start to spin your heart. You can sink through the right hip here. As you spin, maybe the arm likes to reach up and you can get a stretch across that pec muscle, the pectoralis. Gaze up only if it's comfortable for your neck. Swoop that arm back around, and we're going to roll onto the outside of that left foot. I like to draw my left hip back a little bit, and just using the official yoga term scooch, you can scooch. Use your toes and scooch the knee back a little if you need to. Right elbow's coming under the right shoulder. Left fingertips are long. So the left arm is reaching way longer than that right arm. You're really extending here. Out the left knee and those left fingertips. Keep the navel moving into the spine and that pelvic floor lifted. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Don't let it go. Come back to center. Lift that knee up. Step the right foot forward. Right foot is under the right sit bone. Soft knees here. Find some length in your spine and then fold it forward. Keep the knee soft. Interlace your fingers, draw them towards your tailbone. Lift up a little. Find a long spine. Knees are still soft. And then exhale, fold it forward. Your belly's on your thighs. You can start to work those arms overhead as is comfortable. If you can't get the connection with the palms, grab a necktie or a towel or a hand towel, something that you can put and hang on to, excuse me, between those palms. And then come back to a little half Utkatasana. So shift your weight into the heels. Toes can lift here. Arms are reaching forward. Waking up those thighs, waking up those quads. Saying hello, good morning to the legs, or good evening if you're doing this practice at night. Take your breath in, find length. Exhale, fold it forward. Soft knees, just a micro bend in the knees. Should feel good. Tailbone curls under, navel moves in and up. Let the exhale pull your body up. Nice. Come to find your mountain pose one more time, and inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Scoop your belly here, plant the palms, and step your feet back right into downward facing dog. Remember your mantra. We're breathing in the word so, out the word hum. Curl your tailbone under, wave your spine forward. Find that nice light plank. Find chaturanga this time. See how it feels, upward facing dog. Amping it up just a little bit. Pull the belly up, up, up. Find your way through pointed plank. Get a good stretch on the fronts of the shins and the fronts of the feet. Feels really nice. You can give it a go. See what it feels like. Inhale, right leg lifts. Knee comes in, right foot, right thumb. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. It's a high lunge. Take your breath in. Reach the fingertips up when you find that stability. Open up through the heart. So make it a little higher of a high lunge than you normally would because you need some space here. You're going to twist to the right and extend the right arm behind you, left arm forward. And then a little peaceful warrior, right arm back. And then we're going to swing it all the way around, sink into the right hip. Lift the left toe, so get a nice stretch on the inner thigh, and then just switch it. A little flow here. Right toes lift. Back to center. You're going to face the back of the mat, so the left toes will be forward. Right toes will be forward. Find length first, and then fold it forward. It's a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, find length. Bend that knee, step your foot back. Find downward facing dog. Wave your spine forward. Find that nice light plank. Chaturanga, moving through chaturanga, up dog. If it feels good, you can lower knees, chest, chin, and take cobra 2. Whatever feels good. Come back to downward facing dog. Breathe. Left leg lifts. Knee comes in. Left foot, left thumb. Inhale, find length first for your high lunge. Get the belly off the thigh, and then up you go. It's a higher high lunge. Give yourself that nice space. You need it. Hands move through heart center. You're twisting to the left, so keep it high. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. Left fingertips lower, right arm comes back, and then swing it all the way down. Sink into the left hip this time. Right toes lift. Big stretch in the hamstrings. Back over, opposite side. And then switch it back to the front of your mat. Right foot forward, left foot back. All toes pointed forward. It's okay if that left heel is up off the mat. No big deal. Find length and fold it forward. Wide-legged forward fold. It's a good one. Step your foot back right into downward dog. Find your way onto the mat. Roll it forward. Find that nice high plank. Hang out here and breathe. Pelvic floor super lifted. Navel moving deep into the spine. Lower your knees, but don't let the belly go. Chest and chin. Squeeze the elbow points in. Slide the shoulder blades towards your tailbone. One more time. Inhaling to lift. So make it a little spinal undulation. It's really energizing the front and the back body here. Moving things around. Moving the breath through the body. Remember your mantra, so hum. Breathing in the word so, out the word hum. Find child's pose. Give yourself whatever space and time you need here. Take time with yourself. Take time with your body. Let this be a nourishing practice. All the way up you go. Tuck those toes. And so in this position, we're going to head for cat-cow. So on the exhale, tailbone curls under, navel moves in and up. Big stretch across the shoulders. Inhaling, head lifts, shoulders roll back, belly falls. So in this cat-cow position, you can keep the toes tucked or you can be on the tops of those feet. So if it bothers your knees with the toes tucked, come to the tops of the feet. That takes a little of the pressure off the knees. Back to center. And right into downward facing dog you go. Find the down dog that feels good for you. If you need to walk it out, walk it out. Couple of breaths here. Keep extending through the heels in down dog, whether the knees are bent or straight, and they can be bent in down dog. No big deal. But on the inhale, lift the heels. Pull that navel in deep to the spine. Lift your pelvic floor. Exhale and back down. Inhale, find that lift. Exhale, back down. So a couple of breaths, inhaling to lift, exhaling to lower. Look between your palms. Take that action forward on your mat. Bend the knees, a little hop maybe this time. Take an inhale, find length. Exhaling, fold it forward. Inhale, wide arms, long spine, all the way up you go. Headed towards your mountain pose. Hands ending Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Root through all four corners of your feet. Inner arches of your feet are lifted, inner ankles, inner thighs as you reach up and fold it forward. Plant the palms, step your feet back, right into downward facing dog. Curl the tailbone under, wave your spine forward, move through chaturanga if that feels good. Upward facing dog, moving through pointed plank, moving with your breath. Right leg lifts on the inhale. Open up into the side body. So weight can shift into that left side body. Try to keep the leg long and then bend the knee. Point the knee up towards the ceiling. See if you can open the hip any amount more and then rein it all in. Square those hips. Pull the knee to that right elbow. Inhale it long. Exhale it knee to nose. Really round. Inhale it long. Knee's going to come to the opposite elbow. Find your obliques. Inhale it. Exhaling, knee comes in. Right knee, right palm. So head for your pigeon. Try to get those hips as square as they can be in pigeon. If you need to put a little something, if your right hip is way up off the mat or off the ground, take a little block, a pillow, a blanket, and prop up that right hip. I like to bring my right palm to the right foot just to kind of hang on to see what's going on there. Left palm can reach behind you. We're looking for openness here, so let the arms be wherever they need to be. Look for that foot. You can just hang out, reaching for the foot, or you can start to bend the knee and bring it forward. If you work it forward, start to work the fingertips over the toes, so you're lifting the elbow, getting a stretch across the pec, and the more you work that heel in towards your glute, towards the floor, you're going to get a stretch in the quad. And then I like to bring my palms behind, interlace my fingers, and kick that leg back. As I kick it back, it gives me a nice stretch across the front of the front of my body. So front heart area, sternum, shoulders, collarbone. Come back to center, find your pigeon, take an inhale, lead with your heart, and lower all the way down. One fist on top of the other. Find a connection with your forehead onto something. So if you can't quite get to the floor, you can use a blanket, a block if you have it, or even, anything you have laying around the house you can use to prop up your head, or just head to the floor. So keep your hips square here. Keep drawing that right hip back, and you can change up your pigeon by adding a little twist. So you can come and lie on that left shoulder, left cheek. Right arm can come around for a bind, aiming for the right foot, or just the low back, whatever feels good here. But know that when you twist your pigeon, it's going to change things up. So be mindful of what feels good for you and hang out there. This is a feel-good practice. Come back to center. Inhale, lengthen. And then we're going to roll that foot. So we're going to just swoop that foot around, and we're going to find fire log pose. So you want to try to get your legs, your knee, and your foot in alignment. And I like to flex my feet. I feel like that gives me a little extra good energy here. This gets into the hips in a big way. So we're going to head to Kapalabhati breathing. You're going to take a big breath in, big breath out. And then the Kapalabhati breathing, you can see my belly is moving here. So it's only the belly work. So you're forcefully exhaling the breath through the nose and pulling the navel in deep to the spine. The inhalation will come naturally. It sounds like this if you can't hear it in the background. So when you're finished, I'd like for you to do the Kapalabhati breathing at least 30 seconds to a minute, if not longer. But when you're done, drop the chin to the chest, little Jalanhara Bandha, take a big breath in, and then slowly, you're going to wave side to side as you work your body forward over those legs. Again, big stretch in the hips here. So if you only go forward by an increment, it still counts. Try to find softness anywhere in your body where you're gripping or holding. Breathing in the word so, out the word hum. Up you go. Right palm's going to come behind you. Left palm, back of that palm, or the back of the hand can come into that left foot. Finding a little twist. Back to center. Unravel your legs. You don't have to change space on your mat. You can still be in the same position. I just switched forward so you could see what I was doing. And then swoop that leg around. Head right back up into down dog splits. Nice. Open that knee. And this time let's flip that dog. We're nice and open here in the hips here. Move into wild thing. Little freedom. Come back to downward facing dog. Find the down dog that feels good for you. Roll it forward. Wave your spine forward. Find that beautiful, nice, light plank. Couple of breaths. Knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog or your low cobra, whichever one feels good. Sink it back, find child's pose. Just breathe. Long so inhales, long so exhales. Roll it up, plant the palms, tuck the toes. Right back into downward facing dog. So got to get that other side in. Inhale, left leg lifts. Pull the knee in, left elbow. Inhale that leg up, knee to nose, really round. Come high on the right toes to find that lift. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, find the right elbow. Use your obliques there. Inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, left knee comes to the back of the left palm. Pigeon. Again. Remember, you can just prop up that left hip if you need to. Find that openness and that spaciousness. Pigeon isn't always easy, especially first time out. So give yourself whatever you need. Left palm is going to work its way over to the right foot so you can kind of find the twist to open up, extending the right toes behind you. And then you can work the left palm wherever it feels comfortable. And then again, you can just hang out with the leg long, trying to reach behind you, enjoying that little twist. If you want the more, you're going to bend the knee, heels coming towards the glute or the floor, work that elbow up so get that nice stretch. And then play around with it. Try to see if you can get those fingers interlaced behind you. It's a little balance that has to happen here. But once you get it, you can really open up through the front body. Feels super good. Nice stretch in the shoulders. Back to center. Inhale, exhale, lead with your heart to fold it forward. Now, just because I end up taking a twister doesn't mean that you have to. If you feel like you just want to hang out in your pigeon for a little bit longer, not twisting anything up, you just hang out right here in your pigeon. Keep working your left hip back and the right hip forward. Right elbow is going to come underneath. Right arm is coming underneath that left arm, and you're going to work that left arm around to take the left toes. Remember, this switches everything up, so find the place that feels good. Back to center when you're ready. Work your body up. And we're going to this time get that leg, the right leg is going to come over the left for our fire log pose. So it's okay, the knee and that foot may not find a connection. The left foot and the right knee. So just see what feels okay for your body here. It's big in the hips. Right back to that Kapalabhati breathing. Take your big breath in, exhale fully. On the inhale, that next exhale is going to be your Kapalabhati breathing. Sharp exhale through the nose. The inhale will come naturally. You're pulling the navel in deep into the spine. So you're giving a massage to your abdominal organs. This is so great, especially for this time of year, the winter, even though this video, it was still warm and pretty out. But in the winter time, this is especially lovely because it's super detoxifying. It gives your immune system a boost. It's called skull shining breath. When you're done, chin comes to the chest. Keep the breath out a couple of times. And then when you're ready and can't keep it out any longer, take your breath in and just give a little side-to-side action to come forward. I feel like when you move side to side, it sort of fools your body into going, oh, we're not just going straight forward. So you may be able to get a little further forward by taking that little side-to-side action to get forward than you normally would. Just soften here. Remember, Hips love to talk back here, so if you're only going forward by an increment, still counts. And then finding a twist. Left fingertips come to the base of the spine. Right palm comes into that right foot. Keep breathing. Gaya Mudra if you like it. First finger to the thumb. Come back to center. Swoop that leg back around. We're going to inhale and lengthen that left leg right back into down dog splits. Yeah, bend that knee. Open up through the side body. Should feel really nice after all that. Drop the toes if it feels good. Move into wild thing. A little freedom. Flip it back over. Send that leg back up. Drop it down. Right back into downward facing dog. Get back on your mat if you've gone off-road. Wave your spine forward. Find that nice light plank. Puff up the back body. Find space between your shoulder blades. Give a little lift there between the shoulder blades. Pelvic floor lifted, navel moving deep into the spine, inner thighs moving in towards one another. Lower your knees, but keep your belly active. Squeeze the elbow points in, chest and chin, low cobra. Push your seat to your heels. Find child's pose. Come back to your breath. Come back to your mantra. Breathe in the word so. Breathe out the word hum. Enjoy the sweetness of your practice here. Know you're doing good things for your body. Good things for your insides and your outsides. And then slowly roll it up. One vertebrae at a time. Fingertips are going to come behind those toes. One more time, let's open up through the arms, open up through the heart. Gaze can be wherever it feels good for your neck. So you can drop the head back if it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, keep it lifted. Come forward. And so we're going to keep that left foot bent back, and we're going to take that right foot either into your hip crease or you can bring it into the inner left groin. Left palm comes to that right knee. The right fingertips can come around. If you have the foot in the hip crease, take your bind. If not, just work the fingertips to the low back. You're twisting here. Gazing over that right shoulder. Take an inhale, see if you can lengthen, and on the exhale, see if you can twist any amount deeper. Unwind, come back to center. We're going to keep that right foot in the inner left groin, and we're going to bring that left foot at like a 30 to 45 degree angle, left leg 30 to 45 degree angle. Inhale, reach it up, twist to the left slightly, and then fold it forward. Get whatever connection you can get. Take a breath in, find length, and on the exhale, that's when you fold it forward. So breathing, breathing. So no bouncing here. Try to find some stillness as best you can. Little micro bend in the knees, very helpful. Inhaling, we're just going to switch it. So left foot comes to the inner groin or right up into the hip crease. Left leg is bent back. Left fingertips come around to head for the toes or the low back. Right fingertips on the outside of that right knee. Find a long neck here. Lots of space between the shoulders and the ears, even though you're in a twist. And it's okay if that right sit bone lifts up just a little bit. All good. Don't hold the breath. Remember, we're still breathing. Long, slow inhales as best you can. Long, slow exhales. Come back to center. So I'm going to switch around and face you so that you can see what I'm doing with my legs. But that left leg comes in, left foot's in the right or inner right groin. Yeah, so give a little twist to the right this time. And exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold it forward. Breathing. See where you can find softness with your breath. Where in your body are you gripping or holding? And then just slowly roll it up. Come back to center and just give yourself a moment here. So get those legs in whatever, find a little, I call it Sukhasana. It's your easy sitting pose. Bring those palms to the knees, let them be up. And just enjoy the movement that's been happening here with your body. So close your eyes and find your breath. Keep the stack with the shoulders over the hips. Navel is still moving deep into the spine. You still have Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha happening for you. So it looks like you're just hanging out doing nothing, but you're active, actually very active here. And then releasing, come back to center, bend those knees, find your way onto your sits bones, reach through your fingertips. Long spine here, slowly roll it back. Try to keep those feet planted onto the mat. All the way down you go. Walk the heels in towards your sits bones. Remember you have the alignment, just like in mountain pose, sit bone, knee, ankles. So the feet are not together. There's some space. About 2 fist widths if you want to measure. Press through the palms, curl the tailbone under, pull your navel in and up, and push your pelvis up towards the ceiling. This is a lengthening pose. It's not compressing. If you want a little more, walk the fingertips to the ankles. Find some more length there. Interlace your fingers. If that feels good, roll the shoulders underneath you. Yeah, notice I could get my fingertips underneath my neck, so you're not pressing that neck into the mat. You're just lifting. Use the strength of the legs to lift your pelvis. Extend out the knees. Breathe in the word so, out the word hum. Slowly lowering one vertebrae at a time. Pull the knees in, a little counter stretch here. Sacrum rocks if it feels good. Just massaging your sacrum, your low back. And then let those arms be wide, or find your cactus arms and let those knees come over to the left. Gaze can be over that right shoulder. So just a gentle twist here to finish things up. Lots of twisting, lots of things happening in the hips, lots of goings on with the legs. So it's good here just to kind of start to let go of things. Beginning to find a little quiet and a little stillness here towards the end of your practice. Shift the knees over, gazing over the left shoulder. Whatever you do on one side, always we're doing on the other. Maybe give yourself a little time and space to check in with your body, little squeeze in, and then long legs, and find your way into Shavasana. So find your quiet, find your stillness there. Be grateful and thankful that you have these beautiful bodies that will move in these beautiful ways. So give yourself a good 5 minutes in